Good afternoon, everyone. Jelaine Van Helsing here. When you see this, Thanksgiving will be over here in Canada, but it's Thanksgiving right now when I'm doing this video, and I'm cooking up some pumpkin, and I'm gonna make some pumpkin pies, and a few different things. I actually get a pumpkin this time of year, and you know, they come out for Halloween and everything, and about October, at the end of September, October here, they come out, and then I buy a bunch of them and I cook them down like this, and then I have pumpkin frozen in my freezer. So if you think you're going to go out and get pumpkin in a can, you don't do that. It is not the same thing at all. So I've got a bunch cut up here already. Always dropping stuff when I'm making food. And now what I've done, so I've peeled the pumpkin, and I cut them basically into like little, I don't know, potato sized pieces, maybe depending on the size of your hand. You want to cut them a little smaller. Actually, peeling the skin off of them is probably the hardest part. But other than that, it's not too bad. You cut them open, take the seeds and the gooey stuff out of the inside of the pumpkin. Don't throw the seeds away. Where did I put that? Oh yeah, over here. I got so much stuff going on this morning. So I've roasted these little pumpkin seeds here. You know, I just put on like whatever spices I kind of want. I used a little onion, salt, and garlic, and salt and pepper, a little bit of seasoning salt. Yeah, so that was super delicious, and they're super healthy for you. The pumpkin is so loaded in vitamins and minerals. It's incredible. It's good for your heart, good for your skin, anti-aging, eyesight, good digestion, circulation. So it's pretty incredible, guys. Now, we just basically want to cut these pieces up in equivalent sizes, because we are going to be cooking this down just like we would potatoes or turnips or carrots or whatever. So we're going to put them all in this pot and we'll cook that down. This here is my pumpkin puree. So it's still steaming hot. I've made so many that I'm going to have to do a couple pots of it, but I actually want to do 2 pumpkin pies today, so I need just a smidge more in this container because I need 3 cups of pumpkin to do 1 pie, and I'm going to make 2, so I need a little bit more there. So I'm just going to cook these down and boil them. The hardest part with the pumpkin, guys, is once you cook them down, then they're all mushy like you would mash them, you know. So then you take them and strain them off, and once they're strained off, then you put them back in the pot, and then you're going to cook and cook and cook and cook and cook. It's amazing how long you cook this pumpkin for, because basically you want to keep it simmering until all that moisture comes out. We don't want like a watery pumpkin pie or whatever we're going to make, right? So we want to cook it until all the moisture comes out. And I will show you guys that step right at the end because I'm seriously probably going to simmer this pot for a couple hours after I strain it off. Maybe not quite that much, but that's probably how long I've simmered this other amount. I had to go to bed last night, so I actually stuck my whole pot out in my outside refrigerator, you know, my barbecue. I just take it and put it out there, close the barbecue. It's good this time of year because it's cold like a refrigerator or freezer, and then I can protect it. So I just stuck it out there, and then I put it back on this morning to finish it up. So I am going to get this pot on the go, I'll just fill it with enough water to cover the pumpkin. And yeah, and when we get to the stage where maybe we can put it together, and I want to be able to share with you guys, and this is pretty special, I want to share with you guys my incredible pumpkin pie recipe. And like, it's award-winning, guys. I've never had a pumpkin pie so good. And yeah, whatever that stuff is in the can, that's not pumpkin, okay? I don't know what that is. It should not be called pumpkin. This is so different, using a real pumpkin to make anything with. So I want to show you that. And if I share my recipe with you, don't you dare use a can of pumpkin. You need to go out and get a pumpkin, cut it down, and do this. So, and you know, another thing about those pumpkin seeds, they're super good for anyone that has trouble like going to the bathroom and everything like that. Those seeds are great to get your organs and everything functioning properly in the body. So it's amazing. Pumpkin is amazing. And I might even share a couple more of my recipes within the description below for you guys too. So I'm gonna get this chopped up, and yeah, I'll see you guys when I've got most of the water out of here, and then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. Okay, so we got the pumpkin all finished up, and I put the 6 cups to go into the recipe for the pie. Here I have a freezer bag full of pre-measured 3 cups. I've labeled it so that I can throw that in the freezer, and then we'll have that for sometime through the winter, you know, when pumpkins aren't readily available. So another thing you'll have to remember when you take that out of the oven, you'll have to simmer that down and get the moisture off of it. So I put all the wet ingredients together, and the dry ingredients together. I have total chaos in here. I know I'm gonna have an amazing dinner today. So we're gonna just pour all that in. Okay, and we're just gonna beat that up a little bit so that, well, maybe a little more than a little bit, so that it's blended really well. See some of the pumpkin stuck on my beater now. We don't want to waste that. It's so healthy for us, and I wish I'm going to be able to share this with you guys because it is going to be so good. Like, you've never had a better pumpkin pie than this pumpkin pie. And I did time it when I was simmering that pumpkin down, and I don't know, I'd say anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. Maybe the first time I got a little excited, you know, and just could have strained some of the moisture off ahead of time. So I already have a couple of pie crusts made here. And this is the one I use, Tenderflake. And I just follow the recipe on the back of there. And I've tried some other things, but it's nowhere near as good as this. So now we're just going to pour that, try to get evenly between the 2 pies. Okay, I think that's really good. Need to do some dishes here. So I just kind of roll up my pie crust just because it's the type of pan I have. And for this pumpkin pie, it's only one crust. So we just put whipped cream or ice cream or whatever you want with it. I do love Cool Whip, but my son went to buy me some today and we're actually sold out everywhere in town, small towns, Thanksgiving weekend. But that's okay because the vanilla ice cream will be absolutely amazing with our pie too. Okay, almost there. Almost ready to put this in the oven. I will share my recipe in the description below. Like I said, if you promise to use real pumpkin. Good. I actually got, what did I get? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cups of pumpkin. And it was like a large pumpkin that I used. It was pretty well the biggest one I could find. Okay, so that's that. I'll try not to tip it too much so I dump it on the floor, right? Last time I was cooking. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven. There we go. Gotta leave room for the chickens that I'm gonna put in the oven here right away too. So that will take probably roughly 45 minutes and then the pie will be done, but then I have to chill it because, you know, I think pumpkin pie is better cooled, but it's not bad hot either. So anyway, you guys, yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Give it a try if you're in the States for Thanksgiving or maybe for Christmas, but get out there and get your pumpkins right away before, you know, they're gone for the season. So have a great day, and I'll see you guys next week.